Welcome to Into the Mind of a Madman with your host, me, the Madman. This is a special episode I wanted to give to y'all since we in these times where we all quarantined. Not all of us, I'm at work right now moving around this product. But if you are quarantined, what else better to do than to listen to my thoughts? But at this particular episode, I wanted to share my opinion of how babies are made far as male female. We all know, or you should know at this point in time, that the males determine the sex of the babies. It's up to the males and how many Y chromosomes they pass through for the chances to be better for a male baby to be created, right? To be born. And my whole philosophy starts with the type of men you're sleeping with. If you're with a man who's into pleasing the woman to the extent of he's really into having intercourse because he enjoys giving the woman pleasure, you're more likely to have a female baby. And if you're if you're sleeping with a man who's pretty much, he enjoys pleasuring a woman, but his enjoyment comes mainly from him getting off or his ego, then he's more likely to produce a boy. And the way I thought about it was, when men are around men, we naturally have high testosterone. Like, men are filled with testosterone naturally as men. That's why we're men. But then when we get around other men, it's always at a high. Once men enter a space with females, whether it be one-on-one or in the club, or just once we enter that space and we let our guard down, we let our egos pretty much down to a certain extent, our testosterone level drops. Right? Just to be in the presence of a woman, just the vibe between us, our testosterone drops. Now, when that happens, and then you couple that with when you into the sexual chemistry and the sexual moment in the sexual situation with this particular female or male, when you're in that moment, if he's a pleaser, far as like he's into foreplay, he's into just seeing you satisfied to the ultimate, you know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily about him. And he'll get his when after you get yours. The testosterone at the time of him finishing, when he passes it through to you, through the sperm, you know what I'm saying? It'll be lower than a one who wants to give you pleasure, but he wants to give you pleasure because he wants the praises of you. So he's more into it sexually to get his own praise. You get what I'm saying? And the males who pretty much are the 1 minute man or don't necessarily care about you. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't necessarily care about the pleasure of you. So he's just like, yo, I'm gonna get mine. These people, when they finish and it's passed through on to you, and like the baby process is being sorted out, they pass a higher testosterone level, which carries the Y chromosomes, to some, then they'll pass through a higher testosterone level because it's lower because they're with you, but it's still at a height because they're still thinking about themselves. versus a man who is the testosterone is lower with you because you're the female, and then it drops even lower because now he's only thinking about pleasing you. So it's like more, I wouldn't say more feminine, but it's just his testosterone drops even lower, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So now, if your testosterone is dropped even lower, you're more chances of not having a boy and then having a girl. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I think. So even when you have like the most gangsters or boyfriends or whatever you're sleeping with, and if he gets with you and you see like you pretty much don't even see that side of him. You like, man, I don't know why everybody's scared of this dude. He's just this lovable dude who I just love on, and he treats me nice and all of these things. I know he got a little attitude that come with him. I know he's protective and all of that, but when he with me and we went out in our moment, he's just this great dude. That's what I'm talking about. He's gonna produce a girl because his testosterone comes way down. So when it's time to pass it on to you, it's not a lot there to make the Y chromosomes enough to give a better chance to have a boy. It's not like, I'm not saying a concrete thing, but what I'm saying is the chances are way more better to have a boy when you don't necessarily care about a girl, I would say, or you thinking about yourself. Like I said, now, like, take for example, a lot of athletes work out and they're around other men all the time doing athlete stuff. So by the time they get home to you, they may they care and they love you, but the testosterone is even way greater. You know what I'm saying? So when it does drop, they still have a lot to give. You know what I mean? An average man like me who stopped playing sports in high school and I just go to work and come home. When I'm doing my thing and I'm more of a pleaser, I come out with a girl because my testosterone is at its lowest because, you know, I'm with my wife, and then now my shit drops because I'm a pleaser. Now, I mean, you have some athletes who just have girls. Like, I know Kobe had all girls, and, you know, he was the ultimate sports player, and he was the ultimate competitor, I should say. And like I said, that could be possible with the fact that he loves his wife so much that his chances are lower. And like I said, it's not a guaranteed science because, you know, I'm not a scientist. We all know that. But this is my theory on it. And so when y'all sleeping with y'all dudes and y'all wondering how boys are made and like why y'all get boys, I see a lot of girls who particularly have baby daddies with a lot of boys because in my opinion, he might have got with you just trying to get the draws, just trying to get between your legs, and it wasn't really a thing. You know what I'm saying? He was, like I said, it's a lot of men out here who want to solely please a girl just for their ego, just for their reputation. That's not the pleaser I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the man who may have a big penis or he may have a good stroke game and he have a lot of stamina and he just want to show it off to all the girls he can. So and in return, girls love him for that, and like that's a thing for him. I'm talking about the man who can have whatever stroke game in the world, but he like wants to cater to you. He wants to the ultimate pleasure. He might be doing all types of things and foreplay and whatever it is. He'll do whatever it takes to please you, and it's not solely about him. I'm talking about that guy. And usually that guy's a player too, but he's doing it, like I said, out of the gratitude of, yo, I just want to please women all around the world, and I got this gift of pleasing women. Like, because we all know, like, if you suck at sex, it's not pleasurable, and you might just have a boy just because you suck. But but not even that. I wouldn't say that. I would just say we all look to pleasure women. We all, as men, we have these egos. We want to go, yo, I'm the best out. I want to be one of your best, or at least good enough to come back again. Like, you're not kicking me out. You're not getting up in the middle like, yo, I'm done. You know what I mean? Whatever it takes. But we all trying to do that. But some of us care more than others. Some of us want to genuinely pleasure you in that situation. So I believe the chances are way greater to not have a boy just because your testosterone is at such a low level. You know, being men is macho and competitive, and when you taking all that out and you just giving love, it's just more feminine. So it's like you're passing the female. Like, the chances are greater. I don't know. Listen, this is what I need y'all ladies to do. This is what I need y'all fellas to do. I need y'all to look at your kids. I need y'all to look at your baby moms, your husbands, your wives, your side chicks, whoever got the kid by you, or you have the kid with. Look at them. Look at the time when y'all conceived. Look at the energy y'all have when y'all around each other. I mean, y'all tell me how good my ideas are or my thoughts are, because I know they out there. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. One last thing. A lot of guys have females first, then boys second. I believe that contributes to when a guy is reaching for a boy on the first go around and he has a girl, it's something in his heart that hurts. Like when they be like, it's a girl, it's something in your heart that go, oh, I wanted my boy though. So it's kind of like the next time you go in there and you trying to make that boy, you like, yo, it's gonna be a boy. It's, you know what I mean? Yo, we gonna do this. So you got that testosterone up. You get what I'm saying? This gonna be a boy. I'm making a boy today. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like that boy come. You know what I'm saying? Because that testosterone level was up and you was just in there thinking like, yo, I'm gonna make a boy. So a lot of guys who have the females as their first child and they have boys as their second child, I believe that's what that comes from. I don't know. I have a daughter, and I don't really know if I'm gonna do it again, but I know how it felt when I was like, ooh, I was waiting for that boy, but that girl came and I love her. And one thing about that, this ain't got nothing to do on the topic. I'm glad if I don't have a son, I'm glad I did have a daughter at least first or whatever, because she's like the greatest, and like it's no feeling like having a daughter. I don't know what having a son is, but it's no feeling like having a daughter. And I know if I would have had a son first, I wouldn't have had a daughter. But that is like the greatest. A daughter for a man is like the greatest thing, besides when they get older, I guess, because you know they messing with boys at that point. But yo, I just want to thank y'all for being with me with these thoughts. Like I said, like, definitely comment. I really need y'all comments on this one. And like I said, just look at your spouses, look at your significant others, the ones you got the kids with, and tell me Tell me if I'm really bugging you. Remember the times y'all had with each other. See if that person you with is really, that man you with is really a pleaser. Or let me know if you was really trying to please that girl. Cause I'ma say you was trying to please her, yeah. But you was trying to please her for your ego. But that's just me, man. Thank y'all for watching. This is just a bonus episode. Y'all be safe out there.